guys, it's Bridget, and it is time for March favorites. So these are the things I've been loving the past month. All right, so let's start with beauty things. I mentioned this in products worth investing in, and I love this stuff. It is the best thing ever, especially if you don't like wearing heavy foundations. What is that noise? Is that Bart? Bartlett, lay down, stop it. Stop it. It's nesting. Okay. So I mentioned this in products that are worth investing in, and if you don't like wearing heavy foundations but want a little bit of coverage and just sort of smooth out the quirks, if you know what I mean, this is the best thing ever. It's the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. It also has SPF 30 in it. So yeah, this stuff is amazing. It's not a lot of coverage. I will just put this on and concealer on my more problem areas, and that's it. It's so great. I can't recommend this highly enough. All right, next product favorite. This is the Burt's Bees Herbal Blemish Stick. And what it's in here, it's got calendula, not sure how you say it, yarrow oil, parsley extract, willow bark, lemon oil, fennel oil, tea tree oil, juniper oil, and eucalyptus oil. All of that to say, this is a natural herbal spot treatment. So I can't remember where I heard about this. I was reading about it on a blog as sort of like a sort of more natural blemish stick as opposed to using something with a ton of chemicals or things in it. This smells crazy herbally, but I've really been enjoying it. Not only have I put this on like active zits, I've also put it on just like redness or any type of like blemish, and I've really noticed a difference in the color and pigmentation of those areas, and it's nice because it's got natural elements in it, and yeah, I've really been liking that. Last, I think this is the last beauty thing. This is a lip product. It's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade San Paulo, and I'm wearing it on my lips today, if you're wondering what it looks like. I picked this up because it was super cheap, and I was looking for something a little bit more matte. I had a lot of like glossy lip things, and I just wanted something with color but wasn't super shiny. And I've really been liking these sort of like soft rosy colors. I think they suit a lot of different complexions, and this is one of those things that I could wear just like every day, or depending on my eye makeup, I could wear it at night. I really like NYX. I think it's a really good brand, and they have it at most drugstores. It's a good bang for your buck, I think. This color, I just love it. San Paulo is the color, and I love it. These are a little drying, I will say, but because the color stays so well, I'll just put a little lip balm over it as I wear it throughout the day, and yeah, I've really been enjoying it. Just kidding, I have one more. I don't know if this is beauty, this is more like health related, but I have talked about Dr. Teal's Epsom salts before, I believe. I think I talked about the lavender ones, but I recently tried the eucalyptus and spearmint ones, and I love these. They smell so good. It's Epsom salts. It's for easing aches and pains and backaches and all that kind of stuff. And I pretty much do an Epsom salt bath like every night, pretty much. I'm just a really tense person, and it's just, when it's bath time, electronics are off. It's just my time to relax and unwind and get ready for bed. So I've really been enjoying this, and I'll alternate an Epsom salt bath with that ginger detox bath that I did a video on a couple weeks ago. But this is a little bit more mild, not as like intense of a thing as the ginger bath, but I really love Dr. Teal's, and I get these at CVS, and I can get maybe like 10 baths or so out of one bag, so it's a really good bang for your buck, and Epsom salts are amazing for relieving aches and pains. Okie dokie. My next favorite is a candle favorite, and I have seen these at a ton of different like boutiques and stores and things, and I've seen a couple of people on YouTube actually talk about it, and when they were talking about it, I was like, those probably are super expensive and like just kind of like hyped up. But then I went into Madewell, the store Madewell, and they had these for sale, and I was like, oh, I want to smell it. This smells so good. This is the number 11 PF Candle Company, and this is their Amber and Moss fragrance. I also really like the packaging of this candle. I just sort of like that really like minimal hipster candle look. I really dig it. And I'm not very good at describing fragrances. I would describe this as sort of musky, but it's got maybe some like citrus notes or something. It's amber and moss. That probably does not help you at all. I don't know, it smells so good. I can't even. It's really nice, and it burns really evenly and slow, so it lasts a long time, which I think is the key in good candles. You want it to last a long time. You don't want it to burn in like an hour. That's not good. Fashion favorites. So I have 2 fashion favorites this month. The first, American Eagle, which you guys know are like the only jeans I wear. They fit me so well, and I normally don't have to get them tailored, which for 5'0" tall lady is saying something. They came out with a new line, I guess. It's their sateen line. So it's jeggings, but they have more like of a satin finish. They're not sort of like that rough denim kind of look. And I purchased a pair in this sort of like oxblood color, which I have been having a thing with recently. I've just been loving that color. And these, I actually posted on Instagram, and I was like, these equal sweatpants, because they are as comfortable as sweatpants. They're so comfortable. They stretch and kind of hug your curves, ladies, and yeah, they're so comfortable. And I really like the finish. I think it's a nice way to wear denim, but kind of have a different sort of finish, and it kind of changes up your classic looks, if you will. My second favorite is just sort of a general category, and it's striped t-shirts. I didn't realize I had a lot of these, and then like I did all the laundry, and I had like 6 striped shirts in my closet, which is a little excessive, but I've been wearing them all the time. I think it's like kind of Parisian, like if you wear a striped t-shirt and like a red lip or something, you look like you're just ready to like backpack through Europe or something. I don't know, I've really been liking the striped t-shirt life. This one's from H&M, and then I have this one that's kind of like smaller stripes. This one's from Forever 21. I don't know, I've just been having a moment with striped t-shirts, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now I have like non-physical things to talk about. I have 2 podcast favorites this month, which seems crazy, but I do. The first one is called The Memory Palace, and I think I heard mention of this on another podcast, maybe like Freakonomics or something. They were talking about this, and it's basically just really short stories from history, but stories that like you've never heard of, that like aren't in history books or anything. They're just about like normal people in history, and it's really fascinating and really cool. I'm probably not describing it very well, but I'll leave a link to it down below if you want to listen to The Memory Palace. I think it's really cool. The second podcast is called The Longest Shortest Time, and this was actually talked about on This American Life, another podcast that I really like. And it's a podcast that was started by a woman who has a child, and it's a podcast for mothers, like it's about motherhood and parenting and things like that. But I don't think I'm not a parent, and I find it really fascinating and interesting to listen to. It's a 30-minute podcast, and I think it gets put out every 2 weeks, but because I hadn't listened to it, there's like 45 episodes or something that I'm working my way through. But even if you're not a mom, I think it's a really fascinating podcast about just like being a woman and the stuff that women go through having kids. I think it's really fascinating. TV show favorite. I have been watching Better Call Saul, which is the spin-off show from Breaking Bad. It's the backstory of Walter White's lawyer, Saul Goodman, and it's classic Vince Gilligan in the sense that it's a slow show, like they take their time in telling the story. But I think it's kind of cool, and it's really different from like any other show on TV, and Saul Goodman's like one of my favorite characters from Breaking Bad anyway, so my husband and I have really been enjoying that show recently. Food favorite. I mentioned, I think on my blog, that I got a cookbook for Valentine's Day, the French Laundry cookbook, and I made the potato blinis. I'll link to the recipe that I did on my blog, but basically they're just potato pancakes, but not like a latke. It's not like hash browns. It's like a really light pillow of goodness that is amazing for any type of savory topping that you want to put on top. They're so easy. It's only like 4 or 5 ingredients. So easy, so delicious. I love it. I'll link to that down below. Last favorite, I recently downloaded, it's called, what is it called? Looksee, the Looksee app. And it's a photo editing app. I previously just used VSCO Cam because I like that and stuff, but Looksy is cool. It's different kind of filters. And they've done like partnerships with other content creators who like make their own filters and you can buy them and stuff, but I've just been using the free filters and I like it. It's a cool photo editing app. I dig it. And the last thing I want to mention is I have been doing different collections and guides on eBay.com. I've just been writing some different articles there that are separate from my blog, and I just wanted to share them with you guys because, I don't know, it's just something different, and I like eBay's platform, and I like that you can find really nice stuff on the cheap, and yeah, I think it's really cool. So I'll link to some of the guides and collections that I've been writing on there so that you can check them out, and feel free to tweet me what guides and collections you like because I want to make cool content that you guys want to enjoy, so I want to know what you guys like. So my lesson learned for the month of March, let's see the best way to say this, is good things require patience. That was my lesson learned this month. I am not a patient person at all. I'm just not a patient person, but I'm really learning that good things take time, and that's okay. So if you're waiting for something good to happen or down the whatever your situation is, just know that good things happen with time, and don't be stressed out because you're not patient, because I'm not, and I'm just learning how to do that. So that was my lesson learned this month. So that is it, guys. Those are my favorites from the month of March. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below maybe what some of your favorites were from the past month. I would love to know and maybe try those things out. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BrokeButBougie. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay bougie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.